I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist Ryan Martin with a look at your midday weather update. Big time rains starting to come together over the central and southern plains. 24-hour rainfall estimates, at least according to radar, say that some parts of southwest Kansas got over 2 inches easily, all the way down into Texas panhandle areas. The strong upper low is starting to lift to the north and east. We have a nice batch of rain now over the western half of Kansas. Still seeing good action on the backside up in northeast Colorado, and heavy thunderstorms down in parts of Texas, although the severe weather watch boxes that were out have disappeared for the time being. A cool front is slowly sagging south across the rest of the Corn Belt. Right now it's producing some cloud cover in and around the I-80 corridor from Iowa all the way across northern Illinois, northern Indiana, and Ohio. We've actually even seen a few very light radar echoes fire off in parts of northern Indiana and northwest Ohio, although the radar echoes look a lot more impressive on the pictures than when you're actually out in the areas there. Just spits and sprinkles so far. What we're watching for here is this big upper low to lift north-northeast. We think it's going to be pushing into the upper Midwest probably in the next 24 hours. That's going to bring the steadier, gentle rains, if you will, to areas along and north of I-80. And then we're going to be seeing a very nice batch of shower and thunderstorm action fire off along the cool front down to the south. Unfortunately, since we're talking about shower and thunderstorm, you get the idea we're talking about a little bit more convection, which means there's going to be hit and miss areas. I think there will be good batches of precipitation out there, but there also are going to be holes. I'm going to continue to keep my thought processes at 75% of the Corn Belt getting moisture as we go from tomorrow right on through Saturday. By Saturday mid to late afternoon, it's done. We should string together a nice finish to the weekend and a good dry start to early next week. Models continue to show next week's weather system being probably a much bigger story than even what's going on right now. Maybe some kind of a tropical help to this. The European model is the biggest player in this in terms of putting a nice strong low just off the Texas Gulf Coast, meandering it around Sunday night, Monday just a bit before it starts to push northward. Right now, we like that moisture coming up through the lower Mississippi Valley and hooking up with a strong front that actually has its origins in Canada at midweek next week. So you can get the idea. Tropical system south into the Gulf, big low, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Doesn't look like the two are going to come together at all, but then you start to see the really strong winds around that low, and it tells you how strong it is. And all of a sudden, by Tuesday night, Wednesday, we're sucking the moisture right up from the Gulf, right up along the frontal boundary, and I think it turns into a big one. It could be looking at half to 1.5 inch rainfall totals in the Corn Belt coverage. I think about 90%. If there are areas that get missed out, we're talking extreme western parts of the Corn Belt areas that just can't quite get the moisture off the Gulf injected into this in time. But it will cross everywhere else. This one probably is going to be a big one. And behind it, the winds are probably 40 mile an hour ahead of it, just as strong behind, and that's indicative of the strong high-pressure dome that comes in. I'm looking for a major fall-off in temperatures the second half of next week, well below normal temperatures across most of the Corn Belt, most of the eastern half of the country, actually. Going to keep an eye out for another system coming out of the central and southern plains as we go from the 31st into the 1st. Models are kind of lagging this a little bit. We thought we'd get it into October. Now it looks like it may be more first day or two of November that it moves in. Could see some half to 1 inch rainfall totals across the Corn Belt there. Half to 1 inch rainfall totals over hard red winter wheat areas as well. So even though it's been dry in wheat country, looks like they're going to be getting a nice several batches of rain right there before we start to move into more of a winter-like pattern. The extended forecast picture looks like we're going to continue to see a little bit more active weather. What we mean by that is, only 2 to 3 day dry spells in between systems. That's the way we're kind of shifting the pattern as we go into November. So domestically, that's the way things look. No real significant changes in overseas weather either right now. Scattered rains still popping up over portions of the former Soviet Union. I guess I should say just Russia itself. Central region, southern region, western parts of the Volga region. Ukraine's basically done for right now, but this rain in Russia will linger on through the end of the day tomorrow, maybe into early Saturday. They're going to be mostly dry over there then next week. No changes in the dry conditions in Australia, and, scattered showers still looking to pop up quite nicely here, especially from later this weekend all the way through next week over Brazil, soybean areas. So no real significant international changes. That's the way things are stacking up. If you've got any questions on the weather, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.